Okay, we'll get started. My name is Shaunak Dabadgaon and I would be conducting the training session. This would be a training session on how you can use Sitebook to do of certain things. So there's a lot of things within Sitebook. Main three modules are quotation and estimates, invoicing, and expense tracking. But we would be discussing a few things about quotations and a few things about expense tracking in today's session on how to generate. I have kept everybody on mute purposely so that there is no disturbance. But if you have any doubts, any queries, you can just put it in the chat box. आपको अगर हिंदी मराठी कोई भी लैंग्वेज में यू वांट टू आस्क मी एनीथिंग आप पूछ सकते हैं. आई आंसर इन दैट लैंग्वेज. So I'll start from how do you access. So a lot of people ask us that download kaise kare. So you don't have to download it. It is like it is on cloud. It is a web app. So how we work on Gmail, you have to go to Google, put Gmail, and then you can log in. Similarly, on Google, just put my Sitebook. Once you put that, you can go to login. And now I have already signed up, so it's directly going into my account. But otherwise, then you'll have to sign up, put your username, which is your mobile number, and put your password. So that's a very simple process. I always keep it logged in, so I don't have to put the username password every time. So that's the first step of accessing the web app of Sitebook. Now, firstly, there are a few sample projects we have given here. Okay, you can always refer to those sample projects. These are very, very interesting projects. You could be an interior designer, a contractor. You may be a contractor who is specifically doing certain trades. You will get most of the working here within that. We have a bungalow project. There's a 2 BHK project. There's a building project. So all these detailed working has been done. So you can just check it later on, okay? And there's videos here. So not going to show that right now. So firstly, I'm going to create a new project. So here you can see a blue colored icon. Just click here, put the name of the project. So that would be probably your client name. So I'm just going to put it as sample QW just for the sake of it. Address, client budget, source of inquiry is all optional. I'm not going to put anything. I'm going to just create this project. And now it is asking me to create new quote, okay? Plus create new quote. Why? Because one project can have multiple quotations. There could be many changes within that quotation due to drawing revisions or spec changes. So this is my first quotation. Okay, create new quote ban gaya. Now the first two things, okay, now there are a certain things you need to fill in to make the full quotation. So I'll just close this items icon right now. So these are those things, okay. When you click on create new quote, this is how you're going to look at it. First thing I would suggest you guys is quote details. You have to open, put your logo, whatever it is, put a letterhead format if you want to. All these other details are self-explanatory, validity date, created on, all this will be shown in the quotation or your estimate. Then client details, again, simple, self-explanatory, so not going to go into detail in that. Now comes the main section, okay? This is the items section and this is basically your description and that's going to define your scope of work. So here, this is again optional, okay? Personally, if you ask me, I will say you have to create sections. It looks really nice. And your client also gets an idea that, okay, civil work may 50,000 kharcha hai, finishing may 2 lakh kharcha hai or whatever. So they get an idea like that. So I'll just put, probably I'll add this as civil items or civil work. Here, this is my item section. So before that, okay, I'll just show you an example. If I add sections, this is how it's going to look like. So this is my first section, civil work, structure. Now, what I'm showing you is a bungalow project, okay? सो आई हैव अ क्लियर आइडिया सिविल वर्क स्ट्रक्चर में 14,15,000 का खर्चा है. Excavation and RCC individual cost of items also I know, and the grouping cost also I know. So here these are sections and subsections. That is completely on you. How you like it, you can do that. One more I have created now. This is for furniture. Here I have not created sections, directly items I have put. So that's also completely okay. That is your choice on how you want to make it. You can do it as you want. So I have created first section civil items. If I have to create one more section now, I will click here. But first I will add few items. Okay. So item matlab kya? To mera excavation is an item. Masonry is an item. Plaster work is an item. So I will go to item list. Here, click on sidebook library. Okay. Those who are new, my items, you won't have a single item. So if you search for your all categories here now, here you're looking at a lot of items because I have created lots of items. So you have to go to sidebook library. Here you will find all these items. Click on one item. Suppose masonry I'm taking. Masonry में subcategory I want suppose clay brick masonry, and I will from all these items I will select one. So I have got my item here. Okay. Now a lot of people tell me, no, no, this all technical language, I don't want, the client won't understand. Very, very fine. Just remove this or keep it as you want. So I'm just keeping it like this. Okay, this name is changed. It has been saved in my items as well. So next time, pull it from the my items tab only. Again, I'm going to add one more item. Go to item list, change to sidebook library, and then I will now select internal cluster, which is here. So internal cluster on maybe brick masonry. And again, I have a choice of a lot of items. So I'll select this one item. So I have got the unit, I have got the rate. So I've got it, everything. And this again, I can change it as I want. Now, suppose I click, there is an item I want which is not in the sidebook library. Okay. So directly type it, whatever it is. So suppose maybe it is something like demolition. Okay. Now I have it already, but because I had typed it for someone, so I'll just put demolition here. Just don't mind the spelling mistakes. Unit, maybe it's a lump sum job, and my rate is 5,000 rupees for that. Done. This is completed. I have my put the items ready, the rates ready. And if I click on view quote, this is like print preview. Okay. View quote, I have the section and the items. Now this is red because the cost is 0. So it's like a reminder to you that by cost 0 hai, to that's red. Now again going to edit, I will add one more section. So your civil items ho gaya. Now one more section, probably something like electrical or electrification. I'll just refer to, yeah, one will be electrification. One more section if I have to add, I will add something like flooring, skirting, wall tiling, just for the sake of it. Now within electrification, so there's a lot of confusion to some people. So what we suggest is, for electrical items, there can't be a standard rate analysis, but within sidebook library, we still have given an analysis. So if you want, you can choose that analysis as well. So I'll just show you. Sidebook library, just type 2 BHK. Just go to electrical. Okay, there's some problem with the letter B, but not, yeah, okay. Yeah. So this we have already given. So you'll find it for 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 1 BHK. So what we have done is now I have this providing and installing points with modular switch sockets. That item is there. If I click on the dollar sign now, here you will get all the analysis. Now some people tell that no, we want to put individual materials in the item list. So if you want to do that, that also you can do, but you'll have to put it manually. So that's completely on you on how you want to do it. What we suggest is you can just take a photograph of this and attach it here uh, in the add images, and it will be seen in the quotation. So that's on you on how you want to do something like electrification. Again, just one, so that there is a practice, I will add one more item. So under flooring item, you can add items from here as well. But if you are just starting out, I will suggest go to item list, go to sidebook library, search for that item, and then add that item. So flooring I have added. I'll just add a simple vitrified tile flooring now. Okay, so item adding, I hope you have understood how to add, create a project, create your first quotation. Very, very simple to add the sections and the items below it. Now I'm going to put quantities manually. You can use the calculator also. So here, so for something like maybe furniture or any other item, you want to show those calculations 6 into 2 or anything, that can be done. But right now I'm just going to put manual entry here. So something like 1500 is my quantity. Rough plaster quantity maybe 2500. Demolition is lump sum, so 1. So all this I'm putting it manually right now. So this is, you can even do it from the drawings, but we are not focusing right now on that. Electrification, again, it's a job, so 1 number. And flooring, I will put maybe something like 500 for just for now. Now here, if you see the rates, okay, it is 84, it is 29, it is 5000 is fine. So you are not going to give these rates to the client. So what you can do is just click here and it's going to show 85, 35,000. So if I click on view code, client is going to see clean rates. So you don't have to worry about this. Is the profit percent column. So you can even put the profit percent very accurately, like 25%, 30%, and then round it up, round it down. So I'll just add maybe here something like 25%. And this I want to just round up to 920. Here maybe I'll add, it's already added. So just round it up. Now here, when I see on view code, it is all nice and clean and I've got a proper quotation. If I click on edit, I have even the tool has calculated what my profit percent will be. So there is an option to click here, put your profit percent here, or else you can put it here. Overall profit also you can put. So if I put maybe 10% here, that's also fine. So you will have all the rates here and it has added all the profits. So the client won't be able to understand whether in items you have kept what profit percent or it's overall. This will be your screen which you would be able to see. So I hope this is understood and there are no doubts with respect to this. Now comes the very, very interesting part is when you click on the cost, you have all the bill of materials and the cost breakup. You understand that clay bricks kitna lagne wala hai, cement kitna lagne wala hai, and you have a breakup that material cost is going to be total 90,000. Labor cost is going to be total 35,000 rupees. So you get that breakup. So any cost you click at the item level, you will get that breakup as well. One more thing to this I will add is the bill of materials report. So a lot of people don't know about this report. I will go to that report a bit later. I just want to show a few more points. So first of all, if you want to add a description, okay, to your quotation, just click here and you can add whatever description you want to add. So something like for masonry, it could be that material transportation or uh, uh, things like that will be charged separately. So if you are probably working on the 10th floor and you want to charge separately for that, so you can just mention it there. Or any type of here, say maybe in demolition, if you want to add that we have considered 2 trips and more than that will be considered at actual. So all that can be put in the description and you can see that in the quotation. Now, there is one more thing. If you want, you can add images as well. So something like flooring or something like paint. Now, I'll just add a paint item. So a normal emulsion paint we'll add. Okay, we'll add a water-based luster paint, and maybe I want to add the color chart or anything within that. You can do that. So for paint, you won't be able to. It's not necessary, but something like modular kitchen or you want to add, you can do that. So this is just a random example I'm giving. So within quote, now it is not seen. The reason for that, I have added that. If you see in edit, I have added it here. It has been added here, but it is not clicked. Show item images in quotation. So once I click that and save this, so I view quote and I have the paint. So any type of photographs you put, it really looks nice. Yeah, I'll just show that to you, the show costing, but it really looks nice and your clients can view these images as well. So we suggest, we have a few landscape contractors and a few interior designers as well. So we suggest who are only into furniture or modular kitchen, then we suggest them that you put these photographs like this. So where did you click to show costing only? Okay, so edit, and here I've clicked on this. So anything which is blue in color is clickable. So if I click here, I will get the breakup of that cost. So total cost in clay brick masonry is 1.4 lakhs. Now that breakup of 1.4 lakhs, I have it here. So I hope, okay. So photo, what I will do is, so one section I will add. Now this is maybe something like modular kitchen. Okay, please don't mind my spelling mistakes right now. We have a semi-modular kitchen here, which I'm going to add. So this semi-modular kitchen I've added. This will be one. Now I can click on here, but let's go it in a simple way. The pen you see, click on the pen. Here you have add image, and I have maybe this photo, open, and click here, show items and images, and save. Once you click on view quote, you have the modular kitchen cost as well. So I hope you got it. If you didn't understand, I can show it again as well. Very simple. Click on the pen and add image, and then click on the show quotation tab. Okay, now this again, you want to change the language, you want to change the description. Maybe you don't want to put all this description, or you want to change this. Very easy to change. Like I mentioned earlier, if you want to add sub levels for some reason, click on the plus sign. You can add sub levels also. So something like flooring, if you want to add sub levels, you can do that. So maybe one sub level could be toilet, or the one sub level could be master bedroom. So I'm just going to add 1, 2 right now. And here you can put your quantities. So then this is going to give you the total. Now, some very interesting things are hidden here in this particular 3 dots. Okay. So a lot of people don't know about these things, but very interesting. So suppose your client tells you that he doesn't want this 60 by 60 tile. So click on these 3 dots Now there's a lot of options here. There's clone. Clone is like copy paste. There's hide item. There is replace item. So maybe he wants to know what is the difference between the rates or whatever. What you can do is you click on replace item and whatever tile he wants. Okay. So maybe I'll go to flooring and maybe he wants this particular tile 2.4 by 1.2 meters, just an example. Okay, so here this tool is showing me a comparison of 60 by 60 tile का खर्चा कितना है and 240 by 120 tile का खर्चा कितना है, and this variation is 1.25 lakhs more. So if client is okay with that, you can replace with this and within seconds आप एक variation भेज सकते हो कि सर ये इतना variation आने वाला है, and if not, keep this. So this is one option. So यहाँ पे 3 dots है. You click on those 3 dots and go to replace item and select what item you want from the library. One option, this was a suggestion from a client, is hide item. So a very nice suggestion actually. So click on hide item and this will be shown in grayscale in the quotation. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ 52,000. The total cost of flooring is only 52,000 now. It's not considering this 1 lakh. If I go to view quote, this is going to be shown in grayscale. So your client also understands that, okay, this particular item you have cut it. It's not considered anymore. Now, suppose you don't want to show that item, go to quote estimate settings and click here, show hidden items in quote. You don't want that. So cross. Now that item has completely gone. It will be in your editable format, but here in front of the client, it won't be seen. Some people want it to be shown. So that's why this option is there, like it will be shown in a grayscale. Click on viewport is ma'am here, viewport. So once you click here on viewport, it will be seen. Just go back to edit and then you will have this. Okay, so I hope this is understood. Any doubts till here, you please feel free to ask questions, guys. You have, even if you have paid a certain amount for light or pro, please make sure you make full use of it. There's amazing features within the tool which is going to make your headache, whatever headache you have while using Excel, it's not going to be there. So please make the most of it. And see, there's initially you'll have to put some effort to know the features, but once you know, it's going to make your life very easy. So now there's one more feature which is add color. So once I click on add color, so this we have given just for, so that now you see there's a yellow band added here. So when you're talking with a client, he's suggested some changes in your quotation or estimate. You can just tell them that just look at the wherever we have marked yellow, the changes have been made. So this yellow color is coming like this in particular. So you'll get an idea, okay, those changes have been made or whatever. So this is with respect to the quotation part. If you want to add profit or discount, you can add it here. If you want to add any other charges, again, that will be added here. If you want to add GST or VAT or anything, again, that there's an option to add that. Terms and conditions, once you put it here, it will always be shown in all the quotations. You can refer to our sample projects for that, or else you can even in the settings bar, here you see there's settings besides view quote. Click here and here you put it. Okay, once you put it here, it's going to be shown in all the quotations. So any quotation you click, you don't have to put it again and again. Again, lot of people ask us where to put bank details. So in notes, you can put the bank details as well. Then again, you can put attachments also. You want to add anything, maybe a mood board or maybe a brochure or material data sheet that can be added here. And at the bottom is the interesting part. You have the total quotation amount. You have the breakup of profit, tax, and this is your particular amount. Now, after about 5 minutes, once I show you the bill of materials and work collaboration, I am going to tell you how you can track your profitability and make sure you don't go above this particular amount, 5 lakh 6,000, and that can be done at a item level. What do I mean by item level? Now, generally, so I'll explain it at the time of, I'll not go in depth in that or else we'll have to shift there. So I'll explain it at how at each item you can make sure that you are within your budgeted amount. So that comes in the expense tracking, and that's one of the most hit features. We have people who are using that the tool only for that feature. So please do make sure you know the feature. I'll just show it to you in 5 minutes. Coming to the bill of materials report, again a very interesting report. Here, if you see, these are tabs. Okay, so now this is a report. I'll click on report, click on bill of materials, go to quotation, click here, and then I have my all the materials listed out along with their respective rates and the total material cost I'm getting here. Okay, I hope this is understood. How did I generate this report? This is automatically generated. All you have to do is, I'll just show this once again. So here I am right now. I have clicked on report. I have clicked on bill of materials. कोटेशन पे जाके जो कोटेशन सिलेक्ट करना है, एक ही है अभी मेरा. I've selected that and I've got all materials which are coming in my project. I have got it automated. Now this will only come if you have a rate analysis, otherwise it's not going to come. So this is again automatically generated. What we suggest our users is rates hide karo, export this and send it to your supplier. So suppose I'm going to purchase all these things from a single, let's assume I'm purchasing all these things from a single supplier. Okay, I know these are going to be different suppliers, but just for the sake of it. So I have 1.15 lakh rupees as my material cost, what I have considered in my project. I will hide the rates. I will export this from here and send it to my 2-3 suppliers and tell them to quote against this. All I have to do is to make sure कि ये मेरा इस रेट्स में है ना. If you are working on Excel, you have to type individually or copy paste it in a different file, send it to your supplier. No need of that. This is all automated here within the tool. So make use of this bill of materials reports. It's an excellent report which is going to again help you maintain whatever you are purchasing within your budgeted cost. So I hope you got understood where this report is. Now going to the next part, which is the rate analysis part. So here in the sidebook library, you have all the rate analysis. Okay, so you can just search for it from your whatever item you want and you'll get it, or else you just go to the category and click on there. Now suppose now there's this 60 by 60 tile or maybe this granite door frame. Okay, if you want to make changes in this, what you have to do is you have to add this to my items. So click on add it to my items and this has gone to my items. This is your own library. Okay, here you can make changes as you want. So if you want to change the rate or if you want to make the quantity constant changes, you can do that as well. So I hope you understood how that has to be done. If you want to add a material, just click on the plus sign of the material and here you would be able to add whatever material you want. If you click from this items, so suppose if I click here, it's going to show me the that particular item and its rate. If you want to add any labor, again click on the plus sign here and it's going to give you that. So I hope you understood this. Suppose you want to create a new item by yourself, you'll have to click on plus add items here. Okay, so here if I click on plus add items, right now I'm in my items. So one option is you can use the sidebook library. Second option is sidebook library, add it to my items. I'll just show it again. Sidebook library में गया, कोई भी एक item में यहाँ add to my items है. It will go to my items and then you make the changes. So lifetime के लिए आपका खुद का library बन रहा है. So what happens is this within Excel it becomes difficult to maintain and link it to your projects. Here you are making your own library, and if you want you can create your own items as well. So here I'm not going to go in depth in this right now because it will be a lot of information. We have videos of this on YouTube as well on how you can create rate analysis, and we'll send you more individual videos also. But this particular part, there's again two parts to it. One is direct rates and one is rate analysis. So we'll cover that in the next part because again it will get a lot of confusing. I've already shown you how you can add directly the rates within the quotation. Now, coming to the role-based work collaboration part of it, which is sharing users. If you want to share this with someone, okay, it could be your client, it could be anybody. Now, this particular feature is for pro and premium users. Light users don't have this because light is single user, but pro is multi-user. It is 6 users, 1 admin and 5 shared users, and premium as well as 6 users, 1 admin and 5 shared users. So that one user can share it with 5 other people. So we have people sharing it with clients, with colleagues, accounts team, site engineers, could be anyone you can share it with me. So where have I clicked? I have clicked on settings. Okay. Once I click on settings, I have 2 icons on the left here. First, I want to define a role. Okay. These are the roles. Suppose you want to share it with site engineer. You want to change the role title, you can do that. Okay. We have defined these. If you want, you can change that. Site engineer को पूरा view only में दिखाना है. Okay. And उसको let's assume you want to share it with your site engineer or supervisor. Why you want to share it with him? Material order करने के लिए कि टाइल कितना लगने वाला है, ब्लॉक कितना लगने वाला है, so that he knows कि भाई इसमें इतना इतना ब्लॉक लगने वाला है. And you don't want to share the rates with him. क्यों? He doesn't need to know the rates, right? So what we are going to do right now, we are going to share this with a site engineer in view only mode and not show him the rates. So I'm going to, I don't want to show the invoices, so and payments also I don't want to show him. Reports, okay, add, edit, delete rights. So I'll just save this. You can change it if you want to. Again, go back here. Go to add user, okay. Click on add user. Put his name. Enter his mobile number. Email is optional and save. Okay. Now I won't be able to because my mobile number is the admin here. So suppose I have added this user, okay, support, uska naam hi support hai, and this number I've put. I will select which project I want to assign. Okay, so all projects won't be shown to him. Only 1 or 2 you can show all projects if you want to. But if he's new, he's handling only 2 sites or 3 sites. I'll just click here, assign the role of site engineer, and click here. Do not show rates in project. He won't be able to show the rates. Now this particular number will get a message. Even if he doesn't get a message, no problem. Here he would be able to see here in the shared project of how it is shared. And so basically here if I click, so this is shared by Sakshi to me. This is shared by Mr. Mahendra to me. So likewise, he would be able to see that project. If he's given the editing rights, he would be able to work. So I hope you understood how this feature works. Go to settings and here just explore it once. Share it with your accounts team, share it with your site team, share it with your colleagues. So whoever you want to share it with, you can share it with those people. So I just want to know if you guys have any doubts with respect to what I mentioned right now. If not, I will go to the expense tracking feature now, which I'll have to show it from my mobile. So I'm going to So any doubts, any questions, please let me know. Till then, I'll just try logging in from my mobile. I guess there are no doubts. If there are any, please let me know. Okay, what I'll do is I'll go to the expense tracking feature. I hope this was simple till now. Till then, if you want to put any questions and all, you can put that. We can again go back there as well. So for now, just let me share this from my mobile. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. Now here, if you see, we have the bungalow project we edited and sample QW project we had made right now. So that is both projects are seen. So it is auto sync. So I hope my voice is clear and there's no disturbance because I'm sharing from two different places. So just Aisha, can you voice is clear? Okay, thank you. So whatever you work on your desktop, it will be auto synced. So you have, if you want, you can parallelly work as well. So for light users, you can parallelly work. Tell your estimation engineer or whoever it is to calculate, put up, maybe make a quotation on the desktop, and you can check it on your mobile as well later on. Now, you already know about the sidebook library, which is here. I'm not going to go in detail in that. Now, I have my sample QW project. So here, you have quotations, invoices, payments, and reports. Okay. So suppose I didn't make my project within the desktop and I want to use the expense tracking feature only. What you have to do is you'll have to create a project. So name it anything. So for now, I'll just name it as 123 and say create. Okay. So now here, no need to do anything. No need to create a code. No need to put in your items or anything. Here you have quotations, invoices, payments, and reports. Okay. So directly go to payments and you have add expense, add receipt. So maybe first I get advance from my client. So whatever client name is, I will put it here and maybe I got an advance of 1 lakh rupees on maybe 7th April only, and I'll just write this as advance. Done. If I want to add a photo or anything, I can do that as well. Same way, add expense, maybe some supplier you have given it maybe some certain amount of money for some material and it is through maybe NEFT. Work category you can select, maybe it is for something like wall tiling. Expenses for material. Again, description, whatever you want to put, you can put it and add. Photos you can add. So it is that simple to add a material or add a expense or a receipt. Okay. One more expense I'll add and then I'll go to a different project and I'll show you, like I told you earlier, how you can track profitability at a item level. Okay, not at a project level, at a item level. So I'll just go to that. I just want to know that I just want to make sure that you know how to add expenses. Add expense again, whatever, maybe some Mr. Rao, I'm taking some material from them and this is maybe UPI. This is a paid unpaid option. So maybe he is a subcontractor and I've paid him, he has given me an invoice of 12,000, but I have paid only 5,000 right now. And maybe that is also UPI. I'll just add this. Now, here you know that unpaid is 7,000. So the software is also going to tell you कि कितने लोगों का invoice आया है and how much is paid, how much is unpaid. So all that it is there. Simple. Again, add some category. Right now, just ignore my what categories. The technicalities, and I won't go in detail right now. So here you understand total in कितना है, total out कितना है, and balance कितना है. So this is tracking your profitability at a project level. Okay. Now I hope you understood how to add expenses and receipts. Very important. A lot of people don't find this option. You have to create one project, name it anything, your client name probably. Go to that project. I haven't created quote or estimate, nothing I have done. Go to payments. Here you see payments. So go to payments and then you will find this. So this is a very, very interesting feature. Now, going to an actual quotation where I have put in the details. So just a minute. Yeah. So here again, I have total in amount is 5,15,000. Total out is 9. So I know I am in a loss of minus 4 lakh rupees. Okay. This is at a project level, and I have added a lot of my expenses here within this. Now, here you have all expenses and receipts. Now, I will go to expenses, and you have certain filters here. Okay. So these filters are very, very interesting filters and very, very helpful. So if I go to now, this is the, if you ask me, to track profitability, if you use just this one filter, it's going to be helpful for you. I will click on work category. I will click on wall tiling or anything. Say apply. Now comes the important part. Here you see second band. Concentrate on this particular band. So नीचे जाके wall tiling के जितने जितने खर्चे, that is it's obviously telling me what all expenses I have in wall tiling at what date, what amount, whether it is in cash or check or whatever, paid, unpaid, all that is showing me. But let's assume I have a lump sum contract. मैंने quotation भेजा है जिसमें wall tiling price is 1.19 lakhs. Till date, I have paid 81,900 for that. Okay, it could be my labor, it could be my material, it could be certain transport to get the material on site, could be anything. Balance is 37,000. First condition is my work on site is over, then this particular amount 37,000 is my profit. So I have made sure, क्योंकि client, see, if it's a lump sum contract, I am going to claim that amount once that work is done. So 37,000 या even lump sum नहीं होगा, item rate पे होगा, तो भी ये मेरा rate है, उसके cost है, rate and quantity के हिसाब से, तो उतना काम होने के बाद I am going to claim that amount. So if my paid is this much, 37,000 becomes my profit. If that work is not complete, I have to make sure within 37,000, I have to finish that job. Because then otherwise मैं मेरे जेब में से पैसे डाल के वो particular item complete करने वाला हूँ. So I hope you understood how I will be able to track this at an item level. So what all of us do is, if everybody tracks profit at a project level, and see, there's no tool, and that's a simple way of doing it. The only problem with that is बाद में जाके पता चलता है कि यार इसमें loss हो रहा है, या I was assuming I will get 2 lakhs out of this project or maybe 10 lakhs out of this project, but I'm only getting a certain lesser amount, 1,50,000 मिल रहा है और whatever, profit में loss हो गया है. So to avoid that, you have this feature where हर item पे आपको track करना है, and it is this amount automatically tool is going to give you. आपको just वो जो quotation है ना, excuse me, you have to just mark as approved. तो ये approved quotation है मेरा, बस उतना करना है. Software is going to know आपका क्या 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 कैटेगरी में कितना कितना खर्चा है. It is going to automatically take this amount. ये आप तो fill कर रहे हो on a daily basis. You are putting it on a daily basis. So and I just showed you right now I just put 2-3 expenses and showed you how it has to be done. So it's very easy to do that. So okay, how will you get it approved is very easy. I'll just show it to you here. So here just you have this mark as approved, mark as unapproved. So that I have put it there. So if suppose I have multiple quotations, now I'll just check if I have, okay, now this, I have multiple quotations here. So just click on mark as approved here. So this is approved and this will be marked as approved. Just click on that. So when you go to a project, you'll find that option there. Okay, I hope you understood that, ma'am. So I'll just quickly show you the other filters. So again, go to expenses. There is payment mode. I'm not going to go in depth in this. We obviously know cash, UPI, RTGS, कितना किसमें हमने पे किया है. So within seconds you'll get expense on material, labor, services. So you'll get that. Status paid, unpaid. So अभी तक unpaid कितने if I want to see. So all this particular unpaid expenses is 3,05,000. So suppose I know that अगले बिल में मेरा आने वाला है 5 लाख. So I have to still give 3,05,000 to certain people. So all this is in your fingertips. So and it is extremely easy to use. So I will request you to try to use this feature. It is available for all users, light, premium, pro. Everybody will get it. If you want, you can export this as well. And then party, your simple कि कौन से contractor को कब तक कितना पैसे दिया है and all you want to check. So that you'll get an idea with that. So that's with respect to the expense and expense tracking feature. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Today's training was only these particular things. There's lots of things within the tool. There are lots of things within the tool. We will take more training sessions. There will be training sessions on digital estimation as well. But if you have any queries, you can ask. Payments option is only in mobile app. Yes, for now it is only on mobile app. We have got a lots of requests to get it on desktop. So we are right now it's under development. So we'll soon get it on desktop. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask the questions. Till then, I can just stop the sharing part from here and join from the desktop. Okay, I hope my voice is still audible. So any questions, please feel free to ask. We are done with the major training part of it. Yes, thank you. We are done with the major training part of it. I hope you understood how easy it was to create a new project, then create a code, add items. If you don't want to use the sidebook library, that's also fine. Put your own items so that you would be able to make such standard quotations, standard and professional quotations. And any queries, we have the light and pro groups. Premium users have their own individual groups. So put it on those groups. We would be happy to help you always. So anything if you want to ask us later on an individual level also, that's also fine. So you can anytime contact the support team. But I would suggest put it on the group so that everybody has an idea of maybe a lot of people could have the same question, so it gets solved at once. So that's about it. The tool has lots of other features. There's features for tax set off. There is digital estimation. There is invoicing. We are coming up with very interesting things like scheduling, which has some time, but it's going to be there. There will be steel takeoff. So all that is in the roadmap. But if you ask me for now, you have the main three modules as quotation and estimates, invoicing, and expense tracking. So I hope there's no questions. If in case there are any, you can put it in the groups or you can contact the support team as well. So thank you everybody for attending it on a Sunday, taking so much interest for the training session. That's really nice of you. Next time we will have one more session which would be from a mobile app as well. And after that, we would be having one more session which would be for digital estimation and few other features which are soon going to be added. So thank you. We'll end the meeting here.